Welcome to Season 5 of Skillcast, the podcast by the London Organisation of Skills Development. I'm Nurbanu, I'm your host, and this season is a little different. We're coming to you from a beautiful castle retreat, surrounded by nature, calm, and creativity. This isn't just another season, it's an experience. You'll be hearing directly from our retreat speakers, leaders, change makers, and visionaries, sharing powerful insights in an intimate setting. These conversations go beyond skills. They're about purpose, healing, growth, and what it really means to thrive. So whether you're joining us with a cup of tea or just need a moment to reset, Season 5 is here to inspire. Let's begin. Welcome to Skillcast. How are you feeling today?
Thank you, Nurbanu. I'm feeling so great. So calm and peaceful. Thank you.
What is it that you do to stay calm and peaceful in general? Because just as soon as you walked in, you had this aura. I know you're giving a presentation after as well, but at the same time, you're still very calm and very composed. What's the secret?
Yes. So the secret is vibration and energy. So I believe that we are all energetic beings, and we can use different tools to keep our vibration at a certain frequency, and which makes us calm and happy and present in this moment.
So tell me more about vibrations and this energy for people that don't know what it is. How would you describe it to a layperson?
Yes, I love that question. It's so complex as well. So when you imagine we have the physical body, like everyone can see it and touch it, but that's just part of us. And then we have our soul and our energetic body. So sometimes it's called aura. We have our chakras, our energetic centers. And it's something what many people cannot see. Some of us can. But for sure, everyone can feel it. Because, I love this example when someone is next to you in the tram at a very different frequency. Maybe you don't even see the person, but you can feel it. You can feel you can say, like, who is next to you. And that's basically you reading the energy of the person next to you. So it's something around us.
Yeah. Something interesting as well is about energy can also be signs as well. So I was just speaking to someone just a few days ago, and they were saying that their keychain broke while they were going through a stressful period.
Yes.
Is that related to the energy and vibration that they were feeling in that moment?
Yes, totally.
Yeah, and that same person also said that they have they love houseplants, but they never survive. They just die quite quickly. And she feels that that's because it's absorbing her energy. So it's actually taking away her negative energy. That's why the plants die. So she replaces it to get a new plant. Can you tell me more about that?
Yes.
Obviously, on a very surface level, for me, that's like, oh, you just don't have green fingers. But obviously, there's something much deeper in that moment. There's definitely something to do with energy and some vibration within ourselves. Tell me more about this example I've just shared.
Yes. So the plants, the nature, the animals, those are beings as well, and they vibrate usually at a higher frequency than us humans, and they have a healing power. That's why it can be that they absorb our lower frequencies. So it's a bit sad about what's happening to the plants of your friend. So I would just suggest to learn to use other tools, because everyone can do it. We can all cleanse our energetic field, and we don't have to harm the plants. So yeah.
So how would you said there's other tools. Tell me more about these other tools so we're not harming plants anymore.
Yes, so very simple one is energetic cleanse. You can imagine it as like a meditation state. So you really close your eyes and you connect to your aura, and really with your thoughts, with your mind, you are just talking through your energetic field and it's cleansing. You can also work with different spirit guides. So ask for help of the spirit guides or God. They also they also vibrate at a higher frequency. So it's also easier for them to do the cleanse. Or another tool is sound healing, which is one of my favorite ones. So that's also what you experienced at this retreat, right?
Yes, I did. So tell me more about sound healing. What is sound healing actually doing? Why do sounds heal different parts of the body, and how is it opening the heart?
So again, everything is energy, everything is frequency, and so is the sound. And the instruments which I'm using, they are resonant instruments like crystallic chalices, crystallic quartz bowls, drums, chimes. There's like so many of them. And they are tuned into certain frequency, which has a healing power on us. And it really harmonizes physical body, our mental body, mental health, emotions, our energetic body. So it really covers all the layers. And it also, there are now proofs that it helps with ADHD, with depression, even with some oncologist patients. So it has so much power. It's such a big topic, and I hope that now more and more people will be aware.
It is super fun. I find music really fascinating personally as well. So I actually had really bad chronic back pain, and my chronic back pain got so bad and so debilitating to the point where I wasn't able to walk for some time. I ended up actually in a wheelchair for about 6 months a couple of years ago, which is very hard to believe now because now I'm actually running and I actually run marathons now, which is very strange, but it was never easy. And the thing that I actually did was I used to listen to a particular frequency. It's a solfeggio frequency, which is 174, which actually repairs the DNA. And that particular frequency is actually it's not very pleasant sound. It's like a vibrating kind of thing. It's not very pleasant. So what I did was, I'm very fond of the Indian flute, which is called bansuri. So I actually remix it like a DJ into that particular frequency. And I would listen to it every day, like music as medicine, every morning, every evening. I'm one of those people that I don't take medicines. I'm not really into modern medicines. So for me, I'm all about natural healing anyway. And I'd read about this whole, you can use music to heal the body, heal the mind, and heal physical ailments. And people just thought I was crazy. My doctors kept prescribing me this really, really high doses of medicines and putting me on physiotherapy. But when you're in pain, how can physiotherapy help you? Because the idea is, once the pain is under management, then you can then you can actually practice the exercise. Otherwise, if you're not able to stand up, even how are you doing the exercises correctly? So for me, I was like, okay, I read about it and I was like, no, I believe in this ancient wisdom, ancient tools. They've been using it as a tool for healing back into hospitals for years and centuries. So during that time, people were obviously healing and surviving and thriving. Why? What is it? It must work. And I feel like it was a lot of for me, it was a lot to do with mindset as well. I was like, I know this can help. And I started listening to it every morning, every evening for 20 minutes per day. And for the first 2 weeks, nothing happened. I didn't feel anything. But I persevered. My family thought I was crazy. Like, why is she putting these headphones in? Like, closing the doors, locking the doors, thinking like I was completely insane. But then I started seeing strange shifts in my body from not being able to even stand up. So even though I was wobbly, I was shaking, but I was able to stand up. And somehow, magically, I started being able to get up and start taking baby steps again. And then when I started the rehabilitation, it expedited the entire healing process alongside. So I was like, okay, this music is magic. I really wish more people would talk about it. I've never personally have taken sound healing therapy myself, but I listened to the sounds that the sound therapist would make. And that's what got me really hooked and really intrigued about it. So I actually ended up I'm still writing a book. It's called Doctor Prescribed You Music. And I'm talking about the different healing music frequencies for things like how for physical ailments,
to like to brain to oncology, cancer, healing cancer, to ADHD and behavior loss for people with stroke rehabilitation. Because the more you're interested, you're reading more about it. So I can like hearing you talk about it. It's just like, wow, this is so much power, and I really wish that more people, because the things that the research is out there, but people which are very much into like single cell analysis and biology, and it's all about the genetics, all of that people who are into that and don't really believe in the ancient healing, the ancient science, the pseudoscience, and don't realize what they're missing out on, because the science is there, the research is there, but they're saying isn't sacred. It's very scarce, that research. That's what they keep saying, but I don't believe it's scarce at all. Our ancestors, our great grandparents were using it. It's power.
I am so with you, and I'm so excited that you're writing a paper about that. It's amazing. Yeah. And from my experience, there are so many people out there who see sound healing somewhere on the Instagram or somewhere on the socials, and first when they look at the advert or pictures, they're like, oh yeah, that's like, it looks nice, but what is it? But once they actually feel it, especially if you do the live session, you can really feel it in your body, and it's life-changing experience. And I really like everyone I know who entered the sound healing session, it literally transferred and changed their lives. Like, of course, for some it was like deeper healing, some could just really relax and finally slow down. So my clients often say that they try to meditate for hours and they try to calm down and nothing helps, and they just come to my session and they feel like they were for 1 week on holidays, just meditating, completely rejuvenated. So it's great power.
Do you believe sound healing and meditation can work very well together? In the sense, they say that in order to meditate, you need to be in the alpha state. And it's between you going from the alpha state to going into the theta state, that's what they call like the bliss point. And that's where whatever you're trying to manifest, that's where it happens. It's just the moment just before you're about to doze off, that's when you should manifest. So what where does the sound healing fit in? At which point, and can it take you to that point where you can manifest that future point?
Yeah, it can take you to that point. It has all the strength. So it really depends on the individual level. So people who are used to meditation, they react differently compared to people who are maybe new to meditation and new to sound healing. So it really changes, and it also changes like every day we react differently, but you can get through different states of the mind. So whether it's alpha, theta, you can really like it's changing.
Wow. So how did you get into sound healing? Do you come from a family of energy healers or anything like that? What's your background?
Yeah, so my uncle is an energy healer actually, but I would answer no, I don't come from such family, because the truth is that I have the business background and I studied international economics, and I worked also in consulting company, in tech consulting. And so I had very different career path for many years of my life. And then I hit a certain point in my life. I was around 30 years old and I hit very deep burnout, where both my physical body and also mental health were at the 0 point. And like everything crashed in my life, my relationship, my career, my health, obviously. So all the layers. And I was searching for a solution, because I like you, I also try to avoid.
I don't take no for an answer, right?
Exactly.
Everything's possible.
Exactly. So I was trying to find natural way of feeling better. And it started with insomnia, because I had insomnia for many months and I just needed to sleep so desperately. So I tried different types of therapies. And then I just found energy healing and sound healing. And I went to one session and then everything changed. it was really like everything wrong. And then you just go to the session and you turn on the button. So someone turned on the button in me, and then my life completely changed. So it was sort of an awakening turn on point or something. And then I started to use the tools to heal myself. And then I realized it's my path also to spread that vibration out to the world and help others.
That's beautiful. So how long have you been doing it for?
Now for 3 years. So yeah, but it feels like I've been doing that thousands of years. Probably.
Wow, I think maybe you're finding yourself.
I'm just embodying something.
You're embodying
from,
from your past life, and it's coming back to you, and you're finding your true self.
Yeah.
You really find that for people in the middle age. I think people get to about 40 in their mid 40s, and they get that like midlife crisis where like, this isn't who I am. And I think that's what and it generally is when life gets tough. Yeah. That's when you find who you truly are.
Exactly.
And I believe I'm so pleased that you found your path and you're doing what you love. Do you find major shifts in your life since you've changed your career and taken this new path?
Totally. I feel like reborn. I feel like a new person. Everything changed. So yes, of course, obviously the career, or if we can call it career, it's more like a life purpose. But also all the relationships with my family. We always were in good terms. But still, it changed. Also, relationships with my friends, new people came to my life. Some friendships, changed. My body changed. Also, the way how I look like. Also, the way how I speak. So really, like everything changed. And mainly, what changed is how I feel, how I sleep, and how I feel inside of me.
Yeah, you must be a very good sleeper.
Now I am.
Sleeping very well.
It's my priority number one.
No, I think what you touched, I think just to kind of sum up what you've just said just now is people stay in your life for a reason, and the ones who are not meant to be in your life, they will just somehow dissipate.
Exactly.
They'll no longer be there because they no longer serve a purpose in your life. And if they are still in your life, they may be pushing you back from reaching your true potential. So I think things happen for a reason and for the right reason, because the right people, they always stay. And like you said, you want to be around people with high vibration, good vibration, with the good aura. So, and I think that's what we are attracting, and that's what we want to have in our life.
That's correct. And it's also a form of self-love, right? If you attract the high vibration, and if you focus on building your environment based on the high vibration. Yeah.
Amazing.
Thank you.
So just ending on a final note, what would you like to say to our audience about sound healing and finding your purpose? What's the one message you'd like to give?
I would say just increase your vibration, increase your consciousness. That's a key for a happy life and for a life where you manifest whatever you dream of.
And if people want to reach out to you, how can they learn more about your work if they're inspired?
Yes, please reach out. You can reach out to me on Instagram. So it's Misha Energy Coach, MISHA, and then Energy Coach. And there you can find all the information about my website, about my YouTube channel, and all that.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure to be here. Thank you.